Everybody, Sue here. I'm ready to do another tutorial. Thank you for watching the other ones I've done. They're on YouTube at Sue Lee Art. A few people have requested that I do something similar to this one. It's like that was like a winter forest picture, but this time I'm going to do more of autumn colours. So there'll be a tutorial now on the trees and like a woodland. So here goes. First thing I'm going to do is just set up this picture. I got that off Google. It's just some shapes of the trees that I want, and I'll just set my jelly down on top. I didn't want all this down the bottom, so there'll just be a little bit of that foreground there. So that's the first thing, and then some of the leaves are in front of the trees, so I'm going to put those in first. I've cut a little sponge from my scourer, which I think will give a nice shape. It's all these little shapes, and I think that'll be good for the leaves. Okay, here we go. I have got this for my palette. I use these old ice cream tub lids, which are great. Put a bit of cling film in, and then when you're finished, just throw that away. So that's ready. I've got a selection of paints, lots of autumn colours, and all I'm interested in doing at the minute is just putting in the leaves that are in front of the trees, and I can do some of this bottom part, and once I've got these little bits of leaves in that I can see come in front of the trees, then I can start putting the trees in. All right, so here we go. There, I think that's just about finished for the parts that are in front of the trees. I've just put a little bit of brown, green, orange, gold, and then we'll leave it there, and next part we'll do the trees. Back, this is dry now. I've got two colours I'm using, black and brown. I'm going to put these tree trunks in and some little logs down here and a little tree root there. So just following what's underneath there. So I've got my little ice cream top and some cling wrap, and I'm just going to put a little bit of black and brown on there, so it's just not solid black. And I might just turn this sideways, easier to paint. Right. bit of medium gel to my black paint that I've got on here, and I'm going to try and put some of these very tiny shapes in with some twigs that I got this morning. So I'm gonna this might be a bit messy. I'm just gonna rub a twig and I'll just paint it with what I've got left on my paintbrush. There, so I've just put some black paint onto there, and I'm hoping I can just get some of these shapes. We're back. The next part, I've been filling these trees in, and when I put the next bit in, I'll fill some more on the trunks. What I want to try and get is some golden leaves around this. It's going to be a walk through the woods, so this is the gap that we're going through. So I want to get some highlights here, as if there's like an opening down there where the sun's coming in. Some very light bits around here, which I might put a little bit of white with the gold. And then I'm going to darken down this front bit with sort of a maroons and blacks. I've put in these little broken trees. So here we go. We're back. I think it's dry. Yeah, looks dry. Okay, now I'm going to pull this off with all the background colours. I want it quite dark at the bottom, a little bit of dark in there so it looks like we're going through a tunnel passageway. Quite light in the sky with a tiny bit of blue. So let's get the colours ready. I was pulling this off earlier and I had a little bit that was sticking, so I put some gel medium on it and put the books back on it, and hopefully now it's stuck. So if it hasn't, I'll just have to touch it in, it's no problem. So here we go. Just about here. It might have stuck back in, but I might have to touch it up a little bit. Oh, there's just a little bit. These are no problem, you can touch them up afterwards. It's just because the paint was quite thick. I should have put it on card really, I think. But there we go, it's off. Right, some nice gold colours in it as well, which is nice. I'll just have to touch these little bits up, but there we are. You can see it gets darker where we're going through, and the light, little bit of blue there. All right, I shall put this on computer and put a border around it and see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.